3 months ago, I made a terrible mistake. I signed up and I ran the LA marathon. Around mile 18, my whole body was shutting down. My mind was going darker and darker. I started to negotiate with God. At that time, it's the first time in my life I was thinking, damn, this might be just the way how I died. My name is jack.tsai. I was originally from Taiwan. I moved to California about 30 years ago and I've been in the industry for 20 years. And I believe that anybody with the right intention, without agenda, can be heroes without capes. So let's get right into it, yeah? A clicker. Thank you. And feel free to take out your phone, FaceTime your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your uncle's dad. That's your grandpa. Another grandpa. Let's get started. All right. So 3 months ago, I made a terrible mistake. I signed up and I ran the LA marathon. Around mile 18, I feel like my leg was hurting, my back was hurting, my whole body was shutting down. My mind was going darker and darker. I started to negotiate with God. And at that time, it's the first time in my life I was thinking, damn, this might be just the way how I died. And since I couldn't talk to anybody, because I was too out of breath, and I obviously couldn't scroll on my phone, I could only talk to myself. So I was like, I hear this little voice just getting louder and louder. He goes, ba 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 ba. His palms are sweaty. His arms are heavy. His vomit on the sweat already. Mom's spaghetti. I was like, this is not Eminem's rap battle. This is dehydration. That's also where I learned something about leadership, culture, and why most people are not speaking up. So my intention for today is to share with you the 5 lessons that I learned from this marathon experience. So you can walk out of here, feel like you gained a lot of value and ready to thrive in your real estate journey. Okay, sounds good? Yeah. Awesome. So lesson 1, integrity. Finish the whole race. That weekend, there was a heat wave. It was 90 degrees. And even the event organizer was telling everybody, hey, if you can't finish the run, feel free to exit at mile 18 and still get a finisher's medal. And in my mind, I was like, you can be so kind, but 6, 7, I still don't know what that means. That was for you. But in my mind, I was like, that's not an option, because if I did that, every time, where'd he go? When I look at the finisher's medal, I will know that I actually didn't finish the 26.2 miles. It was that moment. I remember a couple of decisions that I made in my life in the past 2 years. In the past 2-3 years, I was dealing with some struggles. I was frustrated, and there were times that I was even depressed. I was like, how come no matter how hard I tried, things are not just working out? Life just keep on punching me in the gut. And I was like, I remember something where our income is proportional to who we are being. And secondly, everything that we need is already within us. But because of who we are being, we're unable to see it. It sits in our blind spots. So I was like, maybe I should work on myself first. And I was like, let's start small. So I decided to make my bed in the morning, because it's the first thing that I do. No one can really influence me, and it's very easy. I just do like, and then done.
Why you roll your eyes?
Huh?
Roll their eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say this. In a few days, I'm proudly to say this. It will be my 1-year bet making anniversary. Let's give it up to Jack. Let's go, do it up. This is probably the dumbest thing that you clap for somebody. But I like it. All right. And then next thing is, I was like, okay, I wanted to lose weight, because I'm what you call a yo-yo when it comes to weight loss. I would lose 20 pounds and I will gain 25 pounds back. I would lose 15 pounds and I'll gain 18 pounds back. Who can relate? You don't have to raise your hand. I'm trying to keep it confidential for you guys. But thank you for participating. All right. So, But this time, I went from 171 pounds to 140 pounds. And I kept it off for more than a year now. Oh, you can help it.
Shake too much.
And you may ask, how did you do it, Jack? I would say it's actually pretty simple. I have a speech performance coach. And then first few times we meet on Zoom every single week. And then she would look at me on Zoom, right? Lock eyes. She would go, you are fat. I was like, ouch! But I like it. That sounds kind of wrong, but you know what I mean. And she would ask me, what did I do for the week? How much I weighed? Did I exercise? Whatsoever. And that, by the way, is the power of accountability. And during that time, I learned there are three kinds of suck. First is to be in a crappy situation which you're in. Uh-oh, I forgot that. So, three kinds of suck. First, be fat. And second, yeah, that's me. Regret flavor. Second is to decide to make a change and change your habit. Like, oh, working out, plank. And get uncomfortable. You know, that sucks too, right? Third, I think, is the worst kind of suck. Okay. Is to be in a crappy situation, decide to make a change, do it for a little while, and then quit. And then get back to the original place. That, I believe, doesn't just suck, it hurts. This is why I wanted to create this safe space where we trust our standards. Okay, because people don't follow your word. People follow your standards. And then if we cut corners, that's where our clients and like our agents, or most importantly ourselves, gotta do that, my coach told me. I was just ourselves. Anyways, ourselves stop believing ourselves. Okay, and that by the way doesn't just lose results. Okay, that's where you lose your confidence, and that is how you lose yourself. This lesson sponsored by M&M. Not the chocolate, the rapper, yo. And presented by the Spoon Jackie. All right, lesson 2. Expansion. The race starts in the mind. I believe running a marathon is more like a mental game more than a physical one. Okay, it starts with the decision that you want to sign up and you want to run for it. And I believe that's 50% of the game already. And then decide that you want to train for it. And while you train for it, understand that it is a long game. So practice for it and then run your pace. And last but not least, decide that you want to finish the run. Back in 2010, I was at a crossroad where my parents was moving back to Taiwan. And I just got my license in 2009, so part-time, kind of don't know what I was doing. So I have to decide whether I'm gonna move back to Taiwan or stay here in LA. Guess which one I chose? Hey, thank you for participating. Thanks so much. I decided to stay because I believe that there's a bigger opportunity. Yet I had no idea what I was doing. So I decided to sign up for a coach and surrounded myself with people who are committed to grow. And I understand that it's a long game, where first year when I started my career, I made $15,000. Second year, 30. Third year, 50. And now I'm not number one, top 1% at EXP in the past few years. Thank you. And as far as agent attraction, first year I attracted 8 agents, meaning growing our organization. I brought over 8 agents. Some of them are here in the crowd today. Amy Cole, the original gangster. Thank you for being here. Carrie Lam. Thank you so much. Harry was the first agent that joined me. So thank you guys so much for trusting us. And without you joining, I mean, you actually joining us, making me believe that, oh, this might work. Somebody signed up. I was just winging it. So first year I earned $2,000. But right now I'm at 0.1% at eXp Realty. I have 365 agents of that. Thank you. I'm not saying this because, oh, Jack is good or showing off whatsoever. No. I'm saying this because I believe in fact that if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay. And the reason why I believe I'm still here, because in the beginning, I know it's going to be a long game. So when I first started, joined eXp, I was like, I don't really know how to attract agent. But I was like, I learned so much from John. Like when I first joined, like after I talked to him, learned from him, I was like, he's teaching me so much things that I wish when I started my career in 2009, I met him. He's able to share with me like how to think, what to say, and what to do. So I was like, I'm sure there are a lot of agents out there that can benefit from this. But in my mind, I was like, why would 100 agents want to work with Jack? So that's the moment I decided, I want to be a better leader and a better communicator. So I felt safe to talk to John and be like, hey, you know what? I don't know how to do this agent attraction thing, but I'm willing to learn because I want to grow. And this is what we want to do for our group, where we feel safe and then we have the permission to think big without the fear of failure. Because just like marathon, it starts with the decision, just like work. And people don't fail. I have a slide for that. Oh yeah, I don't need to memorize here. Most people don't fail because they can't. They fail because they never truly decide. Lesson 3, speak up to get support. Pretty handsome AI, huh? So, as I was running, around mile 5, I have a little fanny pack. I dropped my electrolyte tablet, the whole bag. So I was like, oh, damn it, I gotta push it through another 20 some miles. And so around mile 8, my left knee hurts. Around mile 13, my right ankle hurts. And then around mile 15, my both calves was giving me the middle finger. I was like, stop running. And around mile 18 or 20, I saw audience on the side helping the runner with the pain reliever spray. I was like, oh, so kind. That can really help me out. So I ran toward them. I was like, hey, I can use that. And then when I was almost there, some people cut in front of me. Ooh. I was like, damn. Actually, they didn't really cut in front of me. They were just running faster. It's not their fault. I just run slow. So the humble agent in me was like, you know what, let's not bother them. Let's keep going. So I ran. Another 2 miles. Not just little discomfort, but actual pain. And then I saw 2 more people on the side. I was like, yay, my turn. And I ran toward them. And then 2 more people cut in front of me. I was like, okay, it's okay. I can push it through. I'm Asian. My parents don't love me. Just kidding. And I was like, okay, I can do this. But as I passed them, I was like, yo, Jack, bro, stop acting tough. Like, you need help. So I was like, next person, next time I see somebody, I'm gonna wait in line. So I saw somebody again. I was like, okay, let's go. I went there, I was like, yo, bro, I need help. Can you spray my leg? They go, of course. And then they waterfall my leg, both legs. At that moment, I didn't just feel a physical relief. I also feel an emotional relief too. And I was thinking, I could have asked for this earlier. Why did I wait so long? And then I reflect back, I was like, this is just like business, just like in life. A lot of time people are not helping us out for 3 reasons. I have a slide for that. 3 reasons why people are not helping you. Number 1, you assume that they won't help, so you don't want to bother them. Number 2, you don't put yourself in a position to be helped. You stay home or you stay alone. Sponsored by Home Alone. I'm getting so much sponsor money, I'm getting wealthy. I don't need to sell home anymore. Number 3, you don't clearly say where you need help. So if you don't say it, how can people help you? Because people can't read minds. Help is all around you. But if you don't say anything, people are unlikely to help you. Right? Remember, a closed mouth don't get fed. Like, do you see people eating like this? Like, all right, this is their kiss.
All right.
Help is all around us, but you gotta speak up to get it. Lesson 4, contribution. Run beside each other. There were so many audience and speculator cheering people on for the whole race. And around mile 22, I was really near death experience. And then so I was running, the audience was on the side, they saw me dying. A guy ran next to me, audience, he goes, yo bro, you got this. You can do this, you can make it, it's right there, run your pace. And he fed me an orange. I was like, oh, you're so kind. That lasted me at 2 miles. I was like, okay, I can do this. And around mile 24, I hit another wall. And then another audience saw me, and he ran next to me. He says, yo, bro, you can do this. You're almost there. You're at 24 miles, just 10% more. And the Asian in me was like, oh, thanks so much. But actually, we're at 91.6%. Your mom is gonna hit you. And that was the time, I felt so much energy after they told me, because I don't know them, they're a stranger to me, and they don't even know how much that has helped me. I mean, if I didn't get that, you may hear in the news where a handsome 41-year-old guy died in the middle of LA marathon because he made poor choices. And I remember when I first joined EXP in 2019, and John and I have this camaraderie because we joined around the same time. He joined in January, I joined in February. I was the first one in California. Turn out your phone. Just kidding. Do your phone, do your business, make a lot of money. Hooray! All right, where was I? Camaraderie. I joined a month after him, and I was the first one that joined him in California. I remember one day, couple weeks after I joined, I called him. I was like, hey, John, this EXP thing, I don't know if it's gonna work out, but even if it doesn't, I can say I proudly tried. I made the move, because that time nobody heard about EXP. Guess what he told me? He said, what do you mean it's not gonna work out? It is gonna work out. Failure is not an option. At that time, that's not supposed to be funny, bro. That was supposed to be, oh, wisdom. Yeah, and when I heard that though, I was like, oh wow, this dude is different. So I remember that time, we would talk a lot. He would say, hey, bro, I got your back. And during that time, I was, he said that to everybody. Let's see. And then throughout the year though, he helped us out so much. Like he would help us with production, with growing the organization, with business, even personal things. What do you mean? We'll talk after this. And then
How personal.
yeah, not that personal. Kind of, you know what I mean. Let's talk after this. And then I was like, I really hope that he's really there to help us. And he flew down so many times just to help us. A lot of you guys saw him before at the event. A lot of you guys talked to him, which I truly appreciate. I truly feel that, John. And I don't know if I said this to you. I think I did, but after I turned 41, I forget. I got your back too. Anything you need. And I hope you don't mind if I speak for you. But I wanted to say, we got your back too. Right? 进化搞不清。Okay. So we want to do that for you too. That's why we want to create this community again, where we feel safe and we want to support one another. That's why this event is invite only. I want you to look to the people to your left, to your right, and say, you're good looking. Alright? These are the people who is gonna run this entrepreneurship marathon with you. So let's pick each other's up. And support, I have a slide for this too. Support doesn't have to be big and powerful. It just has to show up at the right time. Okay, it doesn't mean that you need to carry them on your back, right? But just don't let them run alone. Lesson 5. I told you, 41, you forget. You know what I mean. I can't point at the ladies. You don't know, you're 23. Yeah, 27, all right. Honest. All right, let's do 5. Community, we go further together. I have this group chat. I have a lot of friends, well, some friends that ran marathons before. Is Ethan here? I think I saw him earlier. Ethan actually ran the marathon before too. You can't believe that, huh? But he retired, but he ran the marathon, at least in that group chat. So I remember we were talking before my run because I was nervous, right? First time. And then one of the guy was telling me, hey, at the end it's gonna hurt. And I was like, how hurt can it be? The running, left, right. That's it. How bad can it be? At around mile 20, I was like, oh, I know what you mean now. And I was thinking in my head, okay, so what did he say? And he says, when it hurts, think about something else. Think about work. So I remember what Matthew Ferry told me. He ran marathon before too. He said that when you're running, at the end, if it hurts, like dedicate each mile to the people that you care about. I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. So around mile 20, I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I got nothing else to do anyways. So I dedicated a mile to my beautiful white Anne over there. It is so nice, my body there. And a mile for my daughters, Christy and Kelly. And a mile to my sisters, my family, my mom. There's you. And then a mile for my mentors, like John and a couple other people. And a mile to my friends, Paul, and all the affiliates. I consider you guys as a friend, okay? I don't know if you guys do, but I do. And last but not least, I dedicated the last mile to my EXP family. Which is you guys. And I do want to highlight a couple people, the leaders on the board that help us put events together, including this one. If you guys don't mind, can you stand up real quick? Jimmy, Clarence, Donald, Jolie, Karen, Ryan, Jack, Evelyn. Putting an event together is not easy, but we meet every single week for like an hour or two just to figure things out. Like what can we do for the group? We can sit down now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. First time you guys listen to me. Just kidding. Where was I? Oh yeah, I dedicated miles to the people that I care about. And when I did that, I magically found more endurance. And I learned that if we are doing something more than ourselves, quitting becomes harder. So purpose, increase endurance. Find your why, because that will carry you through your darkest day. The marathon taught me 3 truths. Pace matters, support matters, and speaking up matters. And that's why we want to create a safe space, because all these that I just talked about, it would not happen without a safe space. Okay? And a safe space doesn't mean a soft environment. It means honesty is allowed, ideas are welcome, and struggles are shared before they become problems. Because most companies, they don't struggle because of strategies. They struggle because people don't feel safe telling the truth. And a lot of time, opportunities are not lost because people didn't try. They are lost because it was never spoken. So the intention for today's event is for us to create this safe space and community together where we feel comfortable speaking up, talk about what we're working on, what is our struggle, and where we can contribute to one another. And my question for you is, I forgot again. You can just your reminder in case you forgot what I say. Okay, take notes. Tell your grandma. Yes, I said that. My question for you is, what is that one thing we can improve as a community to make this place where you feel safe to speak up? Feel free to come find me after. And when I was looking at this lesson I just shared with you, I realized those are not just the 5 lessons that are about running a marathon. Okay, it's actually the core value and the culture that we're building for our EXP community. Integrity, expansion, impact, contribution, and community. I have been in the industry for about 2 decades right now. I made tons of mistakes. I took a lot of risk. Some worked out, most failed miserably. There's still many things that we're trying to figure out. Like, how can we provide more value as an organization? How can we all increase our revenues? And how can we work together to collaborate and grow together? And I think here, I need to work on my slide game. Sliders. Correct. So how can we grow? How can we build a healthy community so we can grow together? Oh, maybe because I came to the state when I was 13 at a really young age. I always have this confidence issue because I feel like I can't speak English as well as other people, other native. So I always think that other people are better than me, they are smarter than me, or they are more talented. And I will compare myself with other people, I would imitate other people, and then I would just self-sabotage a lot. And I learned that deep down, if we don't feel like we're enough, a lot of time we become our biggest enemy. So as I was running, since mile 5, I was frustrated already. Because as I checked my pace, I was behind already. And I was like, it's okay. There's a big old downhill later. I can catch up. So around mile 9, mile 10, the big old downhill was there. So I was like, okay, I can catch up. Then a little bit faster. And then as I checked my watch, I'm like, oh, I'm actually going slower. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna catch up. So I got even more frustrated. And it was that time I remember something though. I remember somebody once said, enjoy the journey. So I was like, okay. And I raised my head and started to look around. I remember I just ran past Chinatown, Little Tokyo. I was running in the middle of Hollywood on Rodeo Drive, and I'm going into Santa Monica with 25,000 people, and I kid you not, thousands of people cheering you on. And I was like, oh, I should have forgot. The best part is that they give you free food and free booze. I was like, this is beautiful. I get Asian, right? Free. And they were like, oh. So I was like, oh, why am I, free drink. You want to run next time? So I was like, this is beautiful, this is amazing. Why am I so frustrated? Like, because I'm a little bit behind on the imaginary goal that I set for myself. And that's where I learned happiness isn't always found at the finish line. It is in just not quitting. Yes, I ran the LA Marathon so you don't have to. And yes, I almost died.